So, yeah, that happened. Um, I don't know what to say, man. I didn't think it was in the Eagles' best interest to win that football game, but there's like a certain way you kind of have to go about those things, and you can't just throw a game in the fourth quarter, man, on on a nationally televised game. I'm happy at the result because there's no point in costing ourselves draft position, but it might be a little difficult to look your players in the eye in the locker room following that. So, all right, y'all, let's get into it. What's up, Eagles Nation? What's going on, NFL world? How you doing, division rivals? This is Steven Hyder with Gate City Sports Channel, the sports channel where the cerebral NFL fan comes for about 10 minutes of daily content. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whenever it is you get around to watching this. Once again, guys, my name is Steven Hyder, and this is Gate City Sports Channel. All right, y'all, today's topic. Hey, look, man, let's talk about reaction Monday. The Philadelphia Eagles lose to the Washington football team. I don't know I don't know how to start this one, guys. This is a really difficult one to even start here. I don't feel bad for the Washington football team. Wow, I don't feel bad for the New York Giants. I'm gonna be upfront with you. Like, that's why you don't allow the situation to get into play where you need help externally to get what you want to achieve. But at the same time, I do feel bad for the guys out there that fought and were fighting hard in a game that we really shouldn't have been in. But we're out there and they were fighting, right? Because I think it was said pretty well in the NBC Sports Philadelphia broadcast following the game, to where, as fans, we look at it and we say, like, look, we want the draft picks because we want this team to have an infusion of talent. But those guys out there fighting, they're fighting to keep their jobs. And anyone we bring in is fighting to take their job. They're going to see things a little differently. As a head coach, how you put your guys in that position, like, I didn't like the move. I wasn't against playing Nate Sudfeld, but I felt like you should have played Nate Sudfeld for the whole game if you were going to make that move. So that way you could have said, like, look, we don't want to expose two guys that we have to make important decisions on to injury. We're not going to expose Wentz to injury, and we're not going to expose Hurts to injury. But you got to, you got to go out there and do the best you can to win the game with the players you put in the game. And I don't feel that was what was happening last night. I just don't feel that way, guys. They put Nate Sudfeld in, and it almost felt like Doug was just like, hey, Hightower, just run a go route, try to get open the best you can. We're just going to throw it up to you. It just felt like a really stale and stupid offense that followed that. It was a very creative offense in the beginning. I mean, they had started playing two-back sets. I mean, I've been yelling for Doug to play two-back sets since week one. Like, where's the two-back sets, Doug? Hey, I was happy to see guys in there playing two-back sets. They were using Clement. They were using Huntley. They were using Boston Scott. And they were playing some two-back sets. I saw some 20-man personnel out there. Three receiver two-back sets. I mean, it was unique. That was interesting. Not something that I expected to see. Hey, they tried some stuff, right? You got a Greg Ward Jr. pass. You had a Hightower who could have had an attempt. He didn't take the attempt because it wasn't there. I mean, it was a smart decision on his part not to throw it. But we saw some things put into play for some trick plays to use some of these guys with quarterback skills who are receivers to try to fool the defense. I mean, yeah, that kind of creativity was there early in the game. I don't know, man. I don't know how you guys feel about the messaging that was sent here. I don't know how as a head coach you can then go in and look your guys in the eyes. I mean, they're out there fighting, man. Like, yeah, it would have sucked if we won that game. No doubt about it. Going from 6th to 9th, like, yeah, dude, like, that sucks a little bit. No doubt about it. And it's not even going from 6th to 9th. It's you're losing 3 positions in the second round, the third round, the fourth round, the subsequent rounds. But there's a right and a wrong way of doing it. I hope that makes sense to you guys what I'm saying here. There's a right way and there's a wrong way that you approach this. And completely throwing a game in the fourth quarter, that didn't feel right to me, guys. That didn't feel right to me at all, man. I don't know how else to say that. It came across in the wrong way to me. I'm not going to say anything drastic or crazy like fire Doug Peterson as a result. Like, no, like, I'm pretty sure that was an organizational decision. They knew that was probably going to happen. But I feel like we made the wrong decision there. I think we should have started Sudfeld, or at very minimal, we got a big quarterback controversy on our hands right now. Maybe let the young kid play and let's see if he can beat a good defense. Right? We still ended the season struggling to put 20 points on the board and never, getting over 30. Like, I think that the offense for 2021 is in a lot better place than the defense is, but there's still a lot of question marks regarding the offense, right? I mean, who knows if our right side of our line is going to be right? Lane Johnson's coming off of something that could be a nagging injury that just kind of takes over his career. Brandon Brooks has now busted up both those knees, man. He's going through a lot. The kid's a quick recovery. I love the kid when he's in the game, but he's been injured. Like, we don't know. I mean, is Jason Kelsey coming back? Is Isaac Suamalu going to be the new center? Like, there's a lot of questions that I don't know, man. I felt like the approach to the game should have been better. That's what I'm trying to get at here. The approach to this football game should have been better, right? Getting a full look at Jalen Hurts for four games would have been useful once you made the switch. I mean, the only thing I could really say is that there's not a lot of film on the kid still. A few things I'll say definitively about what I've recognized over these four games about Jalen Hurts is that, the kid is kind of struggling to see NFL level defenses. He is. He has trouble a little bit there. But with that said, when you give the kid a very defined read and you put the right things in motion for this kid, he's an accurate passer. He puts the ball on the money. His athleticism makes up for some of his deficiencies. Okay? It's really hard to tee off on the Eagles when you got Jalen Hurts back there, because if you miss him, he can make you pay. He's got to get better keeping his eyes down the field as he's about to break the pocket, but that comes with experience. I mean, the kid didn't have a traditional offseason. And then how much work is he getting once the season starts? I mean, you're probably going to spend a lot of your energy on starters, and he only really had the last 4 weeks of the season to be named the starter. So how much he was developed and groomed, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to say right now. I don't like this approach, guys. I am not a fan of the way this all shook out. I am not a fan of the approach currently, especially what I just saw on Sunday night. National televised audience, and that was the product we put on the field. Like, I don't know, guys. I don't even know what to say. It just wasn't good enough, in my opinion. A lot of questions coming up, guys. I have a Jim Schwartz video that's going to come out tomorrow. So that'll be out for you guys to watch tomorrow. I intended to release it today, but I made a stupid error, forgot to save it, and I lost a lot of the edits I made, so I got to re-edit the video tonight, guys. But I'm going to go into depth about what I think about the Jim Schwartz firing, and I'm going to talk, well, not firing, the Jim Schwartz, sudden quitting. And then I'm going to talk about why I think he might have quit. And I'm going to talk about some of the particulars of the contracts with the defense, guys. Like, we do need to have a discussion there. But that's it, guys. I appreciate y'all's time and effort, man. This has been a long and arduous season. You guys coming in every week and talking and tuning into the videos, man. Hey, it's one of the great things about being a content creator is having an audience, having a community to talk to. So much appreciation to you guys. I really appreciate that. Even you guys that are tuning in from other fan bases, I've enjoyed talking to y'all this season. I've enjoyed the back and forth. And I'll see you in 2021. Actually, I'm going to see you tomorrow. I'm going to keep making videos, but the trash talk can begin in 2021. All right, y'all. Later. I'm out.